Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thought for the Day for Monday, the 3rd of May. Today is a bank holiday, but what does that mean? Bank holidays started in the UK in 1871. The banks need to have some days off when their staff can take time off. Sometimes it's about important systems being tidied up or new ones being made ready to start. And by the mid-19th century, the world of banking and finance had become complex enough that if one bank closed down for a day when the others didn't, it could cause lots of problems. If you imagine one bank owed a large sum of money to another bank, and the day that it was due to transfer, one of the banks was closed, it could mean a significant amount of cost in interest. So the banks all have to close on the same day to make things fair, and hence the need for an Act of Parliament in 1871 and the beginning of bank holidays, days when it's actually against the law for banks to open. Well, lots of other companies and public institutions began to close down on the same day until it became like a general public holiday. However, that aspect of it is much lessened in recent decades as lots of the economy keeps going on bank holidays. Indeed, a significant amount of people being off work means an opportunity which other businesses like leisure and shopping industries often decide not to miss. Meanwhile, in banking, synchronizing time off is still very important. Although these days the timing is less about whole days and more about milliseconds. Financial markets must open and close at precise times as deals can be made and broken so fast. As the church has been reflecting on the ways that we have been meeting during the lockdowns, online in various ways, Facebook, Zoom, emails, Twitter, and so on, all sorts of ways, we've been realizing the importance of this concept, synchronicity, all being together at the same time. The biblical idea of Sabbath, a day of rest, has that synchronicity too. Now, at some periods in the history of the church, whole societies have synchronized around the Sabbath rest. That's not the situation at the moment for Christians in the UK, but maybe that makes it all the more important to synchronize as a church community. Pandemic lockdowns have taught us that we can cope without being in the same place, but it is nevertheless important to work together to find particular times for knowing that we are not alone. Maybe as we come out of the lockdown, this is something we can be more intentional about. It will be about gatherings in buildings that also allow people to join online at the same time. But maybe it's also about synchronizing patterns of our day or week to pray with and for one another. But back to today. What are you doing on this bank holiday? Or maybe you're viewing this another day of the week. Whether you have time off or are at work today, can you find a small way to deliberately synchronize and so join with other people to be aware of God's presence together?